Hi, Andrew here for Tech Reporter TV. Today with the review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1, a tablet that will be one of the most sold tablets in this year, at least when we go with the previous version, the Galaxy Tab A 9.7. That wasn't that great in my review because the display resolution was quite low, but it sold pretty good, and I'm quite sure that it will be the same with the Galaxy Tab A 10.1. This one costs around 250 euros, 250 US dollars right now, and it will be cheaper quite soon. Usually the tablets from Samsung get quite cheap quite fast. If you want to get the LTE, the 4G version, you have to pay about 50 euros or 50 US dollars more. So let's start with our review with the design and build quality. And the build quality actually is quite nice. Obviously everything is plastic here. That's to be expected with this price point and from Samsung anyways. And yeah, it's quite solidly built. You can't bend it or anything. That's quite nice. There is a weird edge from the bezel to the display. That's not that nice, but it doesn't bother me that much. So the build quality is alright for this price, pretty good actually, but some design choices are a little bit weird, like this bezel around the display and the speakers, especially that are on one side only, even though we have a display with a 16:10 aspect ratio. Normally it's awesome for watching videos, movies, Netflix, whatever, but the speakers are only on one side, so there's no real stereo feeling. That is not a good design decision in my opinion. The display, on the other hand, is quite nice. The previous version, the Galaxy Tab A 9.7, only had a resolution of 1024 by 768, but now Samsung finally gives us a full HD resolution with 1920 by 1200, so that is very nice. The other features of the display, the viewing angles are quite good, colors look nice, and it's bright enough. Obviously in direct sunlight it is a little bit of a mirror like with most tablets. If you don't want it that much, then you might want to choose a tablet with a Super AMOLED display like the Galaxy Tab S2. Let's get to the hardware and the performance. Inside runs a Samsung Exynos 7870. It's an octa-core chip with Cortex A53 cores, 8 of them that are clocked at 1.6 GHz, together with 2 GB of RAM that are inside as well, and 16 GB of internal storage. From those 16 GB, about 8.5 GB are free for you to use, and if you need more, you can use the micro SD card slot. I tried a couple of games on this tablet, like Modern Combat 5 or Nova 3 Freedom Edition, and those games ran pretty smoothly. The same goes for Asphalt 8 Airborne or Need for Speed No Limits. No problems there, and the same goes for lower end games like Angry Birds and so on, of course, as well. In benchmarks, the results are quite good for a middle class tablet like this. In Geekbench 3 in the single core test I got 750 points, and in the multi-core test about a little over 4,000 points, and that's actually a little bit better than the results you get with the Huawei MediaPad M2 10.0 that is more expensive. In Antutu I got about 45,000 points. That is about 10,000 points under the Galaxy Tab S2. For that you have to pay at least 100 to 150 US dollars more, depending on the version you get and how old it is. On the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 runs Android 6.0 Marshmallow, so no Lollipop anymore. That is great. Yes, some companies actually just released 1-2 months ago tablets with Lollipop, still with Lollipop, but those times are finally over. And actually with updates from Samsung, yeah, Samsung has been quite good with updates. They take some time, but the previous version, Galaxy Tab A 9.7, it has gotten Marshmallow, so I'm pretty sure that the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 will get the next version of Android as well. Obviously I can't say it for sure, but in the past Samsung was pretty good, at least with one update. On Marshmallow, of course, runs TouchWiz. And nothing much has changed over here. In the past, TouchWiz has been not that great in my opinion, but over the last 1-2 years it changed. I quite like it now, and there are a couple of nice features like the multi-window feature, which gives you real multitasking. You can open 2 apps side by side, like we know it from Windows 8, Windows 10 for example, in the tablet mode, and that is really nice. So you have real multitasking, and that works quite good. There are a couple of other features like Flipboard briefing is installed, where you can see your social news and so on. You don't really need it, but you can disable it if you like. I actually have a video on the YouTube channel here, if you check it out, with a couple of tips and tricks for the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 with a couple of software features where I explain the multi-window feature and so on, handwriting recognition. Let's get to the battery. The battery life is actually quite good. I got 10 hours and 45 minutes, which is a pretty good battery life. I always do the same battery test. I'm running a 720p video over again and over again and over again without interruption until it goes to 0. The brightness of the display is set to 50% during the test. Wi-Fi is turned on. The audio is turned off because I don't always want to listen to the same documentary with every review. I don't have Facebook or Twitter or any other social networks installed, so during the battery test sometimes there are notifications from Gmail, but that's pretty much it. So mostly the video is running at 50% brightness, Wi-Fi activated, and 10 hours and 45 minutes are a pretty good result for a tablet like this. So overall, the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 in my opinion is a very good tablet for the price. You get a full HD resolution, a pretty good battery life, Android Marshmallow for under $300, under 300 euros, and that's pretty good. There are some downsides, like I said, with the speakers. I really don't know why they put them on the side. I don't think that's the right position for them, but it's not really a deal breaker, especially since there are not that many alternatives. If you are looking for a 10-inch tablet with full HD display, Android Marshmallow for under 300 euros or under $300, there's not that much. There's the Acer Iconia Tab 10 A3 A40. That one is a lot cheaper, about 50 bucks cheaper. It has similar hardware, Marshmallow as well, a little bit more storage, but the build quality, I had a look at it at Computex about a month ago and a half, and I really did not like the build quality. You can press on the back and then there are some weird artifacts appearing on the screen. I did not like it. Another alternative is the Lenovo Tab 310 Business. That one should be available for about $250 if I'm right. It has a full HD resolution as well, 10-inch Marshmallow, and it goes for, yeah, as I said, about $250. So that's pretty nice. The only downside is the processor. In that one is a MediaTek quad-core chip with the Cortex A53 cores as well, but only 4, and those 4 are only clocked at 1.3 GHz. So I'm kind of sure that you will notice a performance difference. If you want to go to the high end, obviously there's the Galaxy Tab S2. You can get 2 versions, an older version that gets updated to Marshmallow, or the newer version that is shipped with Marshmallow right away. And that one costs a lot more, but gives you a slimmer design, a nicer design in my opinion, and especially a nicer display. So overall, I really think the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 is a pretty good choice, at least right now. Maybe there will be competitors that are better in the future. IFA is coming up, so please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tablet reviews and hands-on videos from shows like IFA. I'm NJ. Thanks for watching.